Renee's transforming transmission kind of thing. I wonder how you're all going. So welcome, and I do hope that everyone has had a good, reasonable day. All things considered, there's a lot of stuff going on out there, and here I feel like I need to talk to something that has really stood me in good stead in business, and it's even a little bit of a personal share. So I've had a bit of a rough day. Rough days happen to us all, whether it's difficult clients, things happening in personal life. Things happen when you're in business. For all of us, we all have issues. So it's, especially the last 2 years, it's been, things have been piling on top of each other. So for you, it's about thinking about if you want to start a business, how am I going to keep going despite any personal issues that might be thrown in my way? How am I going to keep going even if the worst kind of things happen? There might be deaths in your family. There might be other things going on. How are you going to keep going? What help do you need then? So my tip for everyone tonight is about keep going no matter what the setbacks might be. And that is an interesting thing to say out loud. But keep going, even if it's just, okay, so this is about setbacks or making mistakes or whatever has come up. Keep going. Just know that there will be someone out there who can support you even when you've had setbacks. So if you guys don't hear anything else from me, and you never watch another live, I hope you're able to understand this. Part of our way that we have to be in business now, that there's some crazy stuff going on, is often we have to keep going despite the setbacks. So that's something to really strongly think about, and hi to those of you who've joined. So I think that's just something that I wanted to share with you and just have you sit with, and just really kind of tap into that. Keep going despite your setbacks. So, and it's just settle in to yourself, an internal process to work out what might you need now or even later in order to prepare you that you may have some setbacks. Most people in business I know have been in there long enough, 5, 10, 15 years or more, usually have some kind of setbacks. And what are you doing to prepare yourself for that? Even if it's that, you're doing business meetings with people and talking to other people how they work through that. Sometimes you can go to free business meetings if you're in Australia, like BNI and groups like that. There's some really cool groups like that. You can go to free meetings, some of them just a few times, but at least you get to know some people and you might be able to make or have coffee with some of those people separate to those meetings. So hi to those of you who've joined. I was just talking about setbacks and how do we deal with setbacks in business. And this is super important. It's what, I guess, as the saying would go, it separates the sheep from the goats. And if you're a business owner, you almost have to be much more of a goat than a sheep if you're working in this kind of space where you're doing your own thing. And I'm very much talking to people who are doing their own thing these days, and that's kind of what I do, but I also help other people do the same. I even had a conversation with someone yesterday, and they said, why do you help your competition, Renee? And that's fascinating question. I want to answer that one. Part of my thing and my edict in the world, I feel like is my thing, is I'm here to help other people rise, because we all rise. We've seemed to have forgotten that if we come from a competitive mindset, that's coming from a lack money mindset. If we see ourselves as helping others and really helping others rise in some really big ways, then we're all coming from a point of view of prosperity and abundance. And there's lots of things being written about abundance and what have you, but it can sound really twee. That's not the point. It's if you can come from a mindset where you're helping others, they'll help you too if you need help. So it's a little bit like a give and a take, and that's what networking's about. That's what getting to know other people is about in business practice or otherwise. So have a think about how you're going to be able to deal with setbacks, and have a think about who can you call on at those times, because that's, I guess, what I thought I'd talk to you tonight about. Because certainly, today I didn't have the best day in the world, but even despite the setbacks, how can you keep showing up? That's the most important thing. We all have stuff going on, each and every one of us, and it's just how we deal with that that will make the difference. So, so keep that in mind. And how are you going to keep swimming? Or do you need to keep going into the grit of the mud? Then who do you need to be down in the mud with you? I've certainly found some fellow mud travelers over time. So hang in there, guys, and I'm always here to help. If you need me, I'm at www.reneemcdonald.com, and just contact me there. I do a lot of freebies and 15-minute sessions here and there just to help everyone out. And beyond that, obviously, I charge. But just if you're interested, just have a chat to see if I can help. Otherwise, I can refer you on to someone else too. So all the best, guys, and I will see you later. Bye.